happening, guys? Today we're going to answer a question, or hopefully answer a question, or just even ask the question as to why Nissan never made this particular car. So in order to, address the question, we have to go back in time now to the 80s, more specifically the mid to late 80s. So basically Nissan, and this is my opinion, was at the top of their game. Variety of different sports cars were coming out, including the Z31 300ZX and the Z32 as well. As you can see, they already started experimenting with the V6 turbo engines, as you can see here, which was synonymous with the Z31s, and also the Z32s, which were V6 twin turbo. So Nissan already had the idea of what they wanted to create. Obviously the 300ZX was one of the fan favorites at the time because it was very European styled, or what they would say European styled, looked very reminiscent to a Ferrari. And the reason why I've included more photos of the 300ZX or the Fairlady Z twin turbo or turbo model is because I feel that this car was based upon this platform here. It's very reminiscent to it, if I'm honest. So again, we've seen lots of pictures of the 300s now, and this wasn't Nissan's only claim to fame during this time. They had various other different vehicles, some that you've probably never heard of. So we've got here the Nissan Xr, as you can see here, which was a Targa top car, and it was front wheel drive, and it came with the CA18, both DET and NA version. So again here, Nissan Xr. These were pretty common in Australia. I'm not sure how many people had them overseas, but this particular car here is one that you probably haven't seen before. It's called a Nissan Gazelle, also known as the S12 Silvia. Also front wheel drive, also either a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated or a 4-cylinder turbo. Along with that, you have your common S13 Silvias, which everyone knows about them basically. But yeah, so towards this time, mid 80s to late 80s, you had your R31 RSX turbos, or RS turbos, and also the GTR was just about to make an appearance in the late 1980s. So Nissan had a whole host of vehicles that they could call on to, make people feel at peace with the sports car market. But there was one car that never got produced, which I believe would have done very well. This car is known as the MID4, and by the name mid, it translates to mid-engine. So the engine was at the back of the car, much like an MR2, and the 4 stood for 4-wheel drive. So it was running the Atessa ETS system that was in the R32 GTR. But this particular model here was powered by a VG30, so a naturally aspirated V6, same engine that was in the 300ZX, naturally aspirated. So again, not really supercar status, or I don't believe it would have been supercar status, because obviously it was naturally aspirated, so it would have been great fun. And as you can see here, they plucked a lot of designs from the 300ZX and also Ferrari, by the looks of it anyway. It's got a very Ferrari-esque feel to it, as far as I'm concerned. This got featured in the Tokyo Motor Show, so I think it was met with great acclaim. But as you can see here, 230 PS. Next, we've got a short video clip here, which is basically the MID4 at a show, I would assume in Japan. There was only ever 4 of these cars made, 4 of each. So there was this one here, and then they did a couple of other versions they used for the races at Nissan. But we'll let this play, and you guys can have a bit of a look at that, and I'll come back to you shortly. So this, in my opinion, is when Nissan got serious and really considered producing the car, and this was the MID4 2. So it's worth mentioning the NSX had not come out yet. So this car here, it looks like a Ferrari Testarossa, and it looks like an NSX. So this here is a car that I believe they'd made would have been amazing. Powered by a VG30 turbo. A twin turbo, sorry, and as you can see here, there's a video of it, MID4 2, and yeah, this thing looked so futuristic for the time. As far as I'm concerned, it was just, yeah, this, I truly believe if they manufactured this car, it would have sold like hotcakes. But the problem is that the price that you're going to be asking for one of these back then, you may have been better off buying a Ferrari or something else, a Lamborghini, Porsche, something of that nature. But as you can see here, Nissan spared no expense when it came to obviously the production of the car, all these 4 particular models. Even the mirrors look very, very futuristic. But this particular model here obviously lives in Japan and is used as a demo car to showcase obviously the car and what Nissan could have done. But yeah, it's a real shame that this never went into production, because I truly believe it would have been quite successful. Just the sheer presence and look of it is ultra cool. And it's worth mentioning that this is like 1987, 1988 where this car came out, and it just showcases Nissan's drive to be able to obviously compete with the European sports car market, to basically say, hey, we're not going to be pushed around. So when you factor in the fact that this is a V6 twin turbo full drive car, yeah, you can kind of tell that it probably would have been an absolute animal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, just shining a light on things that you guys may not know about. And look, I truly believe that if they'd brought this car out, it would have done exceptionally well. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for the comments. And as always, take care.